Welcome back to the Orange Aces channel, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about 2025, 2026, the year we had. Don't really have too many updates. I just want to talk about things a little bit. I actually got this video idea from Focus Shock. I just watched his a year in review, talking about some changes he's making. And you know what? That's a good idea. I kind of want to talk about things as well. Obviously, I've had an absolute crazy year here on YouTube. I didn't even expect to do what I'm doing today. It was never really my plan to become, a YouTuber, if you could say that. I didn't really expect to have over 10,000 of you watching my videos and subscribe to my channel. I think it was around January 5th of 2025. I said, I really like this Balatro game. Like, I had been playing it at Christmas time in 2024. I bought it when I was just, kind of bored sitting on a couch. Said, let's play this game. Let's see what it's all about. And I really enjoyed it. I wanted to get better, and I decided to look up some YouTube videos, look up some Twitch streams, like I'm sure a lot of you have, and a lot of you have come to my channel to do that and say, you know what? There's a lot to be had in this game, and I think because I was playing it so much and I felt passionate about it, it's like, well, I see these people recording. I have all of the tools and tricks to do that as well. Why don't I take a stab at recording? And, lo and behold, I mean, we hit 20.8 million views from January 3rd, which I guess must have been one of my first video days. I thought it was the 5th, to December 31st. That's today, as I'm recording this at 7 p.m. And you'll probably see this on New Year's Day. So if I haven't said it already in this video, Happy New Year's, everyone. Thank you all so much for the support. Normally I open with that, but we're going to get to it. I'll be thanking everyone for sure. So 20.8 million views, and I'm referencing the numbers right here on my side. 271,000 watch hours, which blows my mind. I really can't even understand to believe how many hours that is, and how people have actually sat down wherever you are, if you're at home, if you're at work, if you're traveling, whatever you're doing, and you're watching me play a video game online. And that is still a little bit surreal to me, and I truly thank you for all of that. We hit 10,494 subscribers, almost 10,500. My goal throughout the year, as I started to grow and started to post more, was always 10,000. I always had that number in my mind. I wanted to hit it by the end of October. I remember that was a big push. I think we hit it, first couple days in November. Maybe we were a week off, which is totally fine. I had no expectations for this. Like I said, I just wanted to post some videos, and it got a little bit of traction. And I think a lot of my, quote unquote success, if you want to call it that, on YouTube here, was my consistency this year. And it's something that I've lacked a little bit in the past month or so, obviously for good reasons. If you've been keeping up to date with my life, I'm a brand new father, and I appreciate all of the nice comments everyone leaves for me in the videos when I do mention that. So naturally, I've been kind of busy the last couple of months, or the last month and a half here. My baby actually just turned a month old last week, so we're on 5 weeks already. It's crazy. And that, it definitely, I had to be there for him and my family, and I can't just be down in the basement in my office here making YouTube videos, playing video games, right? Because this isn't my full-time job. And a lot of you maybe don't know that, or maybe you do, but I have a full-time job outside of this. I actually work in marketing for a company, social media marketing. So it kind of ties in. That's maybe why I have a little bit of a knack for things like this, and know how to make the thumbnails, and just generally talk out loud, because that's something that I get a lot too. Is I do all my videos in one takes normally. You see minimal editing. That's just my style. I like to continue talking the entire time, making sure that it's entertaining, and hopefully everyone enjoys it. But those are my stats for the year. And I want to talk about a few things. We talked about how my break and schedule here in December, and obviously with a newborn, it is going to be a little bit unpredictable for how my schedule is going to be. If my wife isn't feeling well, I'm going to have to step up more. If work gets a little bit crazy, I'm going to have to prioritize that and the family, and it leaves a lot less time to make these videos. And where I would love to, tell you that I'm going to post every single day in 2026, the reality is it's probably not going to happen. And there was a point in time in 2025 where I was on a crazy crazy streak. I had posted every day, and I started making short form content about 3-4 months into the year, and I was posting those every day too, and that really saw an explosion in my channel. That's where a lot of those views come from. There's a couple 500,000 view shorts, which, my goodness, I can't even fathom those numbers, right? Seeing a short get to 500,000 views is just a dream, right? You see it on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and all of the other Instagram and all the other platforms. You're like, wow, like if I could pull those numbers, you know, you've made it. You've made it. But so seeing those, I'm truly grateful. But getting back on target here, I don't know. I don't know how many videos I can post. The person inside of me wants to say I'm going to aim for 4 videos a week. Okay, that leaves me a little bit of breaks, 3 days of breaks in between. I post a video, I take a break. I post a video, I take a break. I post a video, I take a break. I post a video. That's 7 days. I just flip-flop back and forth. Maybe it's taking, you know, I post Monday, I take Tuesday off. I post Wednesday, I take Thursday off. I post Friday, I take Saturday off. I post Sunday, and you go back to back. Now, at least on the weekends, typically I can get a little bit more time in, maybe double record a video here and there, and I think that should work. That's the idea. That's the goal. It's not a resolution by any means, but that's kind of what I'm shooting for. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. What I'm trying to avoid is like taking a full week off, you know, even though, you know, coming back after the time that I had off with my family and having my son be born, you know, the support's been there. The views have been there. Everything's been amazing. I've been very, very happy with all the output. Everyone stuck around, you know, no one left for a week, but there's a part of me that, you know, wants to take this very, very seriously and consider taking it more seriously in the future as well, see how things grow, and that consistency needs to be there. And I think, obviously, there's some YouTubers out there that post once a month, and that works for them, but that one video also gets like 30 million views or 20 million views, and it pays the bills. You know, that one video pays the bills and more so probably than what they need. So in my case, where I'm not getting, you know, 10 million views a month, like I said, I got 20 million, and I'm extremely grateful for that, by the way. In the entirety of the year, I have to post in, you know, a large chunk. Now, the other thing I like to talk about, or I want to talk about, is like my minimal editing style. It may seem like lazy almost to some of you, but in reality, it's just what I can do. You know, this is what I can handle. I can handle making a video, uploading it on YouTube, making a thumbnail, posting it everywhere, scheduling it, but I don't have time for 2 to 3 hour edits to make it all nice and polished. And to give a quick shout out to Bean, I haven't really talked to him much at all, but I love watching his videos because they're very polished, they're very stylized. You know, you got pop-ups, you got very good explanations, you got stuff like that. And I wish I could be like that, and I wish my videos could be as interesting like that, but I just don't have the time to do that right now. And it's not really what I've come to enjoy. I like to share my raw emotion on camera and you know, play the game for you and come up with these interesting builds on the fly, and that's what I'm going to continue to do. So really no change there. I can't guarantee a video every day. I'm sorry. But I think that's reasonable. Obviously, when I post a video, normally I make a short out of it as well. So that's going to come, obviously, I make the video, then I edit a short. That's the little bit of editing that I can control because short edits are normally pretty quick. So you'll always get, whenever you get a video, you get another short. So that would be 8 videos per week. Or if you want to do the math on another way, it's 32 videos a month. If you think about it that way, I mean, breaking up into short form and long form, that's like an upload a day. It's actually a little bit higher, even though they're coming on the same days. Or maybe I'll post the shorts a day after instead of the same day. Although normally I like to post the shorts to drive traffic to my videos because they're always related. So we'll see what happens. We'll make a good schedule for that. I'm not going to guarantee any schedule by any means. But in terms of 2026, let's talk about it for a few minutes. It's already been 9.5 minutes. I can't believe I've been yapping that long. One thing, new background, got these panels for Christmas, set them up. I think it looks amazing. I want you to let me know. There's also a little bit of a light back there. It kind of blends in nicely to the sound panels, right here. I'm having a little bit of trouble controlling my directions. But that's a corner lamp that's kind of just illuminating the background. I think it looks good. Let's talk about games. I've put in 500 hours of Balatro in the past year. 500 hours. And you know what? I'm not sick and tired of it. I really not. I think I've done a good job at diversifying the game for myself, kind of picking a style that I like to play and not get burnt out. And that's typically Plasma Deck. It's typically Ghost Deck. Lately, it's been a combination of them both, mixing in a little bit of tournament multiplayer. Not really a lot of videos coming out from that side, but that really rejuvenated me. Participating in the few tournaments that I did this year, that made me feel really good. And I think it got me noticed a little bit as well. I was playing in the Tag Team Invitational with Unseen Explosion. Shout out to him as well. Murphy's tournament. And that was just an amazing experience. Obviously, I had a very good performance that day, and that helped as well. But it just kind of rejuvenated me on Balatro, and I just naturally have fun in the game. So the channel will stick to mainly Balatro, but I want to ask you in the comment sections, do you want to see me play other games? If so, what games? Do you want them to be similar to Balatro? Do you want them to be different than Balatro? Do I need to start a second channel? Where do I post those? These are all things that I need your help on so I can understand what I'm going to do for the future. Also, hopefully we get a Balatro update in 2026. I don't want to rush Local Thunk or anything, but I think that would really, really, do the Balatro community well. Again, if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but I think that would absolutely make the game just pop off again, have that original charm that it did to all of us when we started playing it, and still do play it. But back on the comment, there's other games out there that are maybe releasing in 2026 or kind of out right now that are generally interesting, and I play games on the side, a lot of FPS games and maybe some strategies as well. But I don't know what you want to see. Obviously, it's going to be 98% Balatro until we figure out something else. Random game that's coming out is called Bloons Blitz, I think. It's like a Vampire Survivors Mega Bonk Bloons game. So I know a lot of you are Bloons fans. BTD5, BTD6, I love playing those games. I've sunk a lot of hours into those as well. Bloons Blitz, that's going to have a lot of hype. Maybe I make a little bit of videos on them, or maybe I stream them. And streaming is always a weird part for me too. Obviously, I have the setup for it. I feel like I could be labeled as a streamer as well, but I'm typically a YouTuber, and there will be a few streams here and there, and I do owe the 10,000 subscribers special, and that will happen. Again, with my family, I just can't promise any dates right now, but we'll get it all figured out. Anyways, it's been 12 minutes. Let me know in the comment section down below what other types of videos maybe you want to see, what other games. Balatro's still going to be there. I'm still happy to play Balatro. I love playing the game. Maybe we'll do Completionist Plus this year. I don't know. Gold Stake has always been something that's been a little bit scary to me because when I play the game, I typically try to get my runs in 1 to 2 tries. And if I don't get it, normally I take a break, reset, and try again. But typically, I always get it in 1 to 2 tries, and it typically takes, anywhere from 30 minutes to 2 hours. That's kind of what I allot myself to get a video done. 2 hours. Record it, upload it, make the thumbnail, make the short, all within 1 to 2 hours is typically what I go for. That way, I can still spend time with my family, do other things around the house, things like that. So let me know what you want to see. Thank you all so much for an amazing 2025. Happy New Year to everyone. Obviously, I'm posting this on January 1st. This is an update for the entire year. Everything's going to say pretty much the same. If you want a TLDR, everything's going to say pretty much the same. I'm very happy to make content for all of you. I'm going to try and get back on the best schedule that I possibly can for now. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to Focus Shock for doing a video just like this. I'm sorry that I stole your idea, but I like it, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna talk to you in Discord before I even post it to make sure you're okay with that. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope to see you next time for some more Balatro gameplay. Have a good day. Happy New Year's. Take care. Goodbye.